Yo, we are back on the gravel road for probably the most requested video in our tire testing lineup. We have the old tried and true Conti Race Kings. I guess they're not old because they remade some, or we got some in stock all of a sudden like a week ago.
I think it was just the last run. I think QVP told me it was the last time that we could order them.
I think there was like a boat from China that was just coming extra slow, and we got a shipping container of Race Kings on that boat, and now there's a bunch in stock, and so we bought all of them. So if you guys want to buy the last run of Race Kings ever, go to thebicyclestation.com and pick some up. Maybe buy like 6 sets so that way you never run out.
If we're wrong, we're sorry. We're just relaying what the distributor told us.
We actually have no idea.
QVP said it's the last run. That's what they told us.
Those are all our assumptions. Then we have the new version of the same exact tire, the Conti Dubnital, in the fast casing.
And we put it on the right way this time.
Yeah.
Just, you remember that's why we are redoing this.
We have old version, new version. Supposedly the new ones, according to Continental, are faster and lighter and more puncture proof. We weighed them. They are for sure lighter. They're like 20 grams lighter per tire.
Oh, I didn't actually know that. That's cool.
Kind of a lot for the same exact tire.
No, that's a lot. They're definitely not more puncture production.
I was gonna say we're about to find out if they're faster for their claims of being more puncture proof. I've raced on this exact set of tires in probably 10, maybe 15 different gravel races, and I've never in my life even got a puncture worse sealant sprayed out of these. I've raced on this exact set of tires one time, and I had at least 5 punctures that sealant came out of and 2 that I had to get off and plug. I had to take these off and patch a bunch of holes to be able to use them for this test. And I know it could be just like crazy circumstances, but I would have to say these are way less puncture proof than the old ones.
A lot of customers have told us that they've been puncturing their Dubnitals.
Yeah.
So that's just what we're going off of here.
Everybody hates on Thunderbirds because they say they're super like fragile and will flat like crazy.
I don't think so.
I've raced Thunderbirds, Big Sugar twice, which is known for flats, and I've never flatted them.
I've ridden them enough now that I just trust them.
I would rather race Thunderbirds than these at Unbound or Big Sugar. But I don't know. We're here to find out which one's faster, which one's more puncture proof, because we're on our gravel road that is almost impossible to puncture on.
I hope you puncture one.
That would be hilarious. I mean, there's hella patches in these. There's possible one of the patches breaks and we get another flat. Test is going to be roughly 7 minutes out because it's gradual uphill. It's pretty flat. There's like just real steady climbing, and then coming back is gradual downhill. Most of it's 0.5% or less of a grade, any part, other than one little like 10-foot climb. That is our test. We hold 300 watts the whole time and then get a time from that. And a lot of people think that's not accurate because we're not doing any calculations, but it's kind of like a bike race where everybody is exactly the same human and the only difference is their tires, and I think a faster tire would win the bike race if everything else is equal.
I want people to really listen for a second. We do not care about comparing these tires over multiple days. We just want to compare them right now, today.
Right now.
And there's one winner.
Right now, back to back, everything is equal except for the tires, and there will be a time from the test, and whichever one goes the fastest is the winner. We're not calculating a percentage of how much faster or slower one is. We're just saying there is a winner and a loser. And the test is accurate enough to find a winner and a loser.
That's my take on this too. We're not trying to write a paper. We're just trying to like make a video with a winner and a loser.
Yeah.
And I think that is actually really informative. Every time we've done a tire test, my feelings about what would happen
are usually
exactly right. We're pretty sure we're pretty close to everybody else's stuff too.
This is for fun.
This is for fun, and we think it's informative on a fun level.
Between these two tires, if these end up being faster, I'll probably race these. I would think that you should also listen to that and use it if you want.
And everything we test is really good. There's never like a bad thing, you know what I mean? This one won by a few seconds. Like that doesn't mean the other one's like slow. It's pretty fast.
Yeah. And a lot of times we test kind of different tires, like a 40 and a 45. Say the 45 wins, there are courses where I would still choose a 40 instead of a 45. You got to just read into our data and decide for yourself what you want to do with it. We got our Silca pumpies here, the electric one and the regular one, just in case one of them fails, and we use the Silca tire pressure calculator.
I don't think that one makes sense.
What do you do?
I'm gonna do a different one.
A different calculator?
I think so.
Which one?
I might try Victoria's.
Okay.
But like my opinion on the Silca is that I don't think it makes any sense that you have to use the Cat 4 to get a reasonable pressure.
That is true.
Like I think that's a flaw in their
I think
thing.
all these calculators start with someone's feelings.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I don't like it.
I think a roadie designed it,
Yeah.
and they like the harsh, like abusive feeling of everything, where my baseline would have been, say, their Cat 2 data. Like they should have started with Cat 2, and that should be the baseline. But they started with like a roadie who likes real harsh stuff, and that's their baseline, where Cat 2 would be 10 PSI less than their baseline.
I think they should reevaluate their pressures.
Pretty much, I've looked into or used the calculation of like every single one, like SRAM or Zip has one, Vittoria has one, Silca has one or two other tire companies that have one, and they all give different data. But actually in my real world racing, I'm almost always lower than what any of those say.
Well, that's
every
why
time.
I almost don't even want to use one. I kind of want to just use what I would use.
That's also fine.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
I think when we're testing different size tires is when it's like important to use those versus like what we would use. Keeps it more consistent. Today we're using 2.2 tires that are exactly the same width.
We measured them.
So it doesn't matter what I put in them as long as it's the same, which is 19 in the rear, 18 in the front.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. We're gonna do an out and a back on these tires and then switch to the Race Kings and do an out and back on those, and we'll get a winner or a loser. Or maybe they'll tie, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna find out.
I think the Race Kings are gonna win.
My guess is the Race Kings will also win. I don't know. These do feel fast, but we'll see what happens. First test done with the new dubbers. We'll have to see if they're good once I do these bad boys.
You know what we just got in stock, y'all? 2.4 Rapid Race tan walls. They only make tan wall in 2.2 in the trail casing. But in 2.4, yo, I don't know. Continental's making some weird choices, y'all.
They are.
It's not cool.
They need to stop it.
What wheel set's mine?
This one.
Okay. Envy sent Trey these wheels.
You can see the defect.
Where's the defect?
The defect's on drive side.
Oh, I found the defect.
It's right here.
No, it's right here.
Yeah, that one.
That's some pro only defecto.
That's a defect.
Where's the stamp?
Wheel.
I love the
right
stamp.
Right here. Look at this. Factory second.
I think it's so cool. I wish mine said factory second.
So if I ever like lose a race, I can be like, well, I got freaking messed up wheels, bro.
Envy sent us free wheels and you would blame them. That's rude, dude.
Jesse has a set of these two.
Those are mine, yeah.
It's obviously easier for us to have multiple sets of the same wheel for these videos.
Yeah.
Because then we don't have to swap tires in the parking lot in the sun. So we just have to do a quick wheel swap.
Somebody was commenting, telling us that in your mountain bike video that because wheels were all different, it didn't count. And I was thinking, I'm like, well, if we're gonna go that deep, y'all,
then every single tire ever made is like a couple grams different.
What about the tire sealant?
What about the chain wax wearing off as you ride?
What about the rocks in the road?
What about the
wind?
There's no wind today.
Yeah, today's a perfect test day.
Yeah, look at the lake.
This might be our best
ripple of water.
Best testing day.
There's not even like a half a mile an hour of wind. So, yeah, good test days.
We're filming 4 videos today, y'all. This one will probably come out first.
And this one, I got a chance to talk about how this test makes sense.
Yeah.
Without doing any calculations. I should actually plug all of the data into the Chung method and see if the results are the same.
Why haven't we done that? What if everybody's being mean to us and we were right the whole time?
Well, I feel like the Chung method will definitely give different results, but in not like a way that matters. I feel like plugging the data into the Chung method, it'll give me a different power data for the out and the back on the same tire. What if that happened? And then I prove nothing. Yeah, we're just here having fun. When y'all wear hats, do you tuck in your ears like this? Are you like a ear in or a ear out person? Check out this freaking Envy merch we got. Mog hat and M5 hat.
I don't think you can buy this stuff. This was like a Leadville merch. I don't know where that came from.
From the Mog. If you buy a Mog, I'll get you this hat. But that only works for one person because I only have one of these hats. First person to buy a Mog after this video releases gets a hat.
They must reference the hat.
And you can't buy a green one. I want to build something other than a green.
I got to
Mog.
build a purple one.
And a yellow one.
You guys do not realize how many green ones we've sold. It's over 20.
You'd be selling all the Mogs. Yeah. So today we tested mountain bike tires on gravel, on a gravel bike. We tested the tried and true Race King versus the new and not tried and true yet Dubnital, because we had to figure out if the new is as good as the old tried and true. What do you think won, Jesse?
I kind of think the old one.
This one's newer and lighter and supposedly faster.
I kind of think the old one's won.
You want to find out? Bringing out the whiteboard per usual.
Oh, it's bad.
Dubnital 752 on the uphill, 745. It's okay. The in and outs are switched, but it's fine. Yeah.
My bad.
And then on the faster gradual downhill coming back, 546 and 542. Pretty decent margin. The Kings are still the Kings.
I was right.
This is kind of disappointing, honestly.
Well, not only are the Dubs like having puncture resistance problems,
They're slower.
they're slower, and we knew they were slower.
How do you make a tire lighter and slower? Dylan Johnson always used to talk about how the little checkers on the side of these improved aerodynamics in some fashion.
Just so everybody knows, I don't listen to anybody's podcasts. And like that's not because I don't think they're good podcasts, it's just because I don't. So if you ask me...
Jesse listens to football podcasts.
Yeah. If you ask me, like, did you listen to the Bonk Bros? It's just because I don't listen to any cycling.
I listen to all cycling podcasts and one motorcycle podcast. If you own a motorcycle dealership and want to give me a good discount on a motorcycle, let me know.
Trey gives me the spark notes on all y'all's podcasts, so...
I get all the information and relay it to Jesse as best as I can and try to teach him some stuff.
Well... We have Race Kings in stock. I'm going to check QEP. How many are left?
We have Race Kings in stock. We have Dubnitals in stock. At this point in time, I don't know the reason you would ever buy a Dubnital. And that's really disappointing because here shortly, all Race Kings forever will be out of stock. The Kings are the Kings for the reason. They're the fastest or second fastest gravel tire there is that is more puncture proof than the fastest gravel tire, which I'm talking about the Thunderbird. Dubnitals are still pretty fast, but not as fast as his predecessor, and they flat. Or at least in my experience, they flat. That's sad. We have 50 Race Kings in stock as of making this video.
And I also know how many are left at the warehouse, which is not very many.
And we've been consistently selling like 4-ish a day. So if you guys want Race Kings,
I would say like 2 to 3 weeks.
We're probably gonna order more so we have all of the inventory in the United States of America.
I could buy out the entire inventory right now, but
it's the Race Kings, man. It's a great idea. None of my wattages were under 300, and I think the highest average was 302. So I think that's good.
I do too.
Is going to what's too high?
Because I was riding at the same time. Why do you think the Dub was worse on the climb? Like, did it slip or something?
It was slower the whole time.
Yeah, but on the downhill, it was more consistent. Oh, because it's like
the
downhill.
long segment is 2 minutes longer, so therefore it should add another second or two just over the portion of the segment. It just consistently goes slower. I might take my data and plug it into the Chung method, see if it matters.
What's the Chung method?
It's a calculation. You plug in a whole bunch of variables and it gives you a wattage for the tire. It's trying to establish the rolling resistance based on your power data. I think it uses both like average and normalized, and then the length of time you rode and the distance, and all of that somehow gets you a wattage. And somebody was arguing on the YouTube video last night, stating facts that the more varied and inconsistent your data is that you plug into the calculator, the more accurate the results are. So it sounds like if you're bad at testing because you can't hold consistent power or any consistencies, you should use the Chung method, because then it like washes out your variables. But we're accounting for all of our variables to get a consistent outcome.
It seems really simple to me.
Mog, still my favorite gravel bike on the market. If you guys want one, hit me up. Kings are still in stock for a short period of time, so buy those. I talked to the guy that makes these Ascent bars, and he might be able to help us sell them. So if you guys show interest in these, maybe we'll sell these things. Some Ascent Works Aero LR aero bars that are wickedly aero, hit us up. And then I wore the ASOS kit today. I don't know if you guys noticed that. We've been wearing a lot of PA. Still love PA, but I'm trying out some other kits just to try out other kits, because that's what we do, is try out other things.
I want to do clothing videos. So I actually have a video in mind. You know how I like my zipperless jerseys?
Yeah.
I have the PA, the Velocio, and then I'm going to get an ASOS one, and then I'm going to do a video review about like the different jerseys.
I don't think I'm ever going to do a jersey review because it's too much personal preference goes into what clothing you like.
I think people care about what you think,
Personal
though.
preference is also an important thing.
To acquire all three of those jerseys, you would have had to spend like almost $1,000.
Over.
No.
I mean, each pair of bibs is like $300.
Oh, I'm just talking the jerseys. We could do a bib video. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Like the Velocio one versus the PA one, they're pretty different.
I haven't had Velocio yet, but ASOS and PA are very different. They're both good.
Yeah.
So
more clothes. I just want to make fashion content.
Let us know in the comments if you guys want us to talk about clothes on the tube.
We sell a decent amount of clothes, I figure.
We sell clothes. Buy Mogs. Any color except for green. Check and see if they have it in stock on Envy's website, and we'll get it for you. And then we'll build it and ship it to you. Just like Amazon, but we take longer than Amazon. So if we're going slow, don't yell at us. We're pretty fast.
Actually, it's pretty crazy how quick we are.
The number of people that are here, we're pretty fast.
Just two lonely boys building bikes and making YouTube videos. I want to answer this in the comments. How many times do you have to be on YouTube to be able to consider yourself a YouTuber?
Oh, we're well past that, I think.
But like, we're also just bike mechanic dudes that make YouTube videos, but there's people that are like, I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Do we have to get like paid by like someone sponsoring us for YouTube?
Well, we could have done that like 20 times over. I just say no to all of them.
That is true.
We get so many emails from people that are like, we want to pay you to promote our plastic Chinese stuff. It's always like they would pay us to do it. I'm sure like a gotcha game would pay us. Crazy stuff, y'all. I predicted this the last time we did this video too.
This video might come out before Gravel Worlds, but I'm going to be making a Gravel World specific bike build video probably next week, because it's coming up real soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to probably win Gravel Worlds and win like a ton of money, you know?
Dang.
Just kidding. Everybody fast is going to be there. And the field limit is 75, and I'm known to be like the top 70 rider, so I might get last. Thanks for watching. Bye.